Alright guys, you may or may not be wondering where I'm at. Well, the truth is, I'm under the ground of Scrap Mechanic. Yeah, I also figured out a way to get down there. Just a bit of glitching through the ground happening. It looks so funny, but it works. It works. But anyway, the original way you get down is to just build a thing like this, raise your lift up to maximum height, rotate your thing, bring it as maximum down as you can, build like a little bit of a platform, bring it down a bit so you can place a seat on it. And you might want a little bit of a platform so you can walk a bit. Like that. So, then you hop, and this has to be a passenger seat. It has to be a passenger seat. If it's not a passenger seat, it won't work. If it's a toilet, it'll work. If it's a passenger, if it's a saddle passenger thing, it'll work. Any of the things that you have to go down while you're on them will work. So then you're under the ground. You can get out of your seat. You know, build a bit. Oh, lag. Real bad lag. Bad lag. But it's like the skybox, except if you delete something, the whole thing's not going to fall. If you delete this central column, however, the whole thing will fall. Take that to mind. And watch this. Let's see if it'll work. Oh, you weren't supposed to pop out. You're supposed to go all the way down, but whatever. So, I'll show you all something else. Hold on, we gotta glitch back down. Ah. Alright. Fix our state. And glitch. Glitch, glitch, glitch. Come on, glitch me through the floor. Glitch me through the floor. Come on. Do it. Yes. Anyway, this is how you set that up. You have a bearing connected to a block, which is number 1. Let me just fix which is number 1, and then number 2 is over here. You want to flip number 2 around, or just put in the opposite direction. So you put in -180, which I'm going to do. So normally your bearing would be, this is how your bearings would be set if you don't flip the number 2 one by right clicking on it. So you'd have number 1 would be 90, number 2 would be 180, and number 3 needs to be 180 for it to work. If it's 90, it still won't work. I already tried a platform one, it didn't work too well. But this works perfectly fine. You can hop out, and you can hop back in, and you'll eventually just spaz out a bunch, and eventually you should get through the floor. Ah, let me through! And there we are. We're through the floor. And this video, since I have been going for like a little bit, I'm gonna try to build a car. It's underneath the ground, because apparently you can place your lift on this even though there's absolutely no ground underneath it. You can also place your lift right there, which you can't delete it because it's technically above the ground right there. So I moved it down by 1, so we have 17 blocks to work with instead of 16, which is the maximum limit right here. So I'm not sure how much that helps. So we're just gonna get a little bit of a base. We're gonna get an electric engine, a driver's saddle, which is a 3-wide, basically driver's seat. And if we put it correctly and turn the engine correctly, whoa, calm down, like, calm down. So this is the compactest car that I think you can make, and I'll show y'all some of my other creations if I have time, because I only have 15 minutes. Alright, so this is my favorite part, because you could, you know, do your regular wheel thing, but you can make this go through the roof. It is through the roof now. So we're gonna need some bearings, because of course we need some tires that actually work. So there's one, and it's not gonna take that long to just build a simple little vehicle. It's not gonna be that difficult to build a small vehicle, especially because of how small this vehicle is. I think I accidentally paused it, that's why I reset all of that. Uh-oh. 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 Stupid program messing with my stuff. And free spinning wheel. I also learned something. If you have the back wheels free spinning, it gives you a lot more control. If you have this double bearing setup for your turning, it also gives you more control. So, it gives you tons of control. Now, I'm just going to connect everything up. And the turning's always wrong. So, you always want to reverse them by right-clicking on them. Always. Unless they fix that. In which case, this video will become outdated. So, then we just don't connect your engine to that one. You connect it to this one. Make sure they're turning the right way. They need to be turning toward the front. And that should work. Now we just place our lift somewhere. I forgot to turn the engine on. Yeah, it's completely off. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's see if I can do it fast enough. There we go. So we got ourselves a nice, slow moving car. Gonna crank that up a bit. Yeah, much better. Whoa, lags. Whoa, lagsy frames. That was a lot of lagsy frames. There we go. Managed to get up here. There is technically a way that you can bring the vehicles from the bottom to the top. There's no way to bring them from the top to the bottom, though. So first, we're going to click this switch for reasons. And we're going to crank up the engine quite a little bit. And then we're just going to say, you know what? Whoa, I want to leave. Whee! And then we fall. And it says, hey, stop that. You're playing the game. You're playing the game wrong. Stop that. And you're at the top of the world. Now I can't get it back down there. But, yeah. That's how you get your creations from the bottom to the top. That was pretty cool. How well does this control anyway? Eh, not good. Tiny vehicles are not good. That's a car I made. I'm come show you my car. One problem. How in the hey do I get in here? How do I get in? There it is. There's a hole in the window. Probably wouldn't like to have holes in your windows. There's a whole bunch of buttons here. What do I do? Alright. Let's see what number 1 does. Okay. That opens that. That was originally supposed to have rubber duckies in it. Alright, so number 2, that's our GPS. Tell me which way to go. I don't know how to follow that. Alright, it's telling me to go backwards, so we'll just go backwards. There's quite a lot of engine power. Alright, so that was button 2. Let's see what button 3 does. 3 opens the engine, and this is a perfect time for me to show you. Dun da da! The door. That's number 4. The door is number 4. So, here's how high the engine power is, because this thing's heavy. And this is all the connections. Yeah. Yeah, this took me quite a while to build. I finished this thing before working on this thing, so yeah. Yeah, there's quite a lot of things going on in this one. Looks like a spider web whenever I fold it up like this. Let's just open the doors, walk out. That'll close. There we go. Now we got a cube. So this is the trunk. I'm just gonna close that. There we go. The hood. That's the hood. Stupid. Alright. So number 5 is the trunk. That one's the trunk. And there's absolutely nothing in there. Which of course doesn't make any sense. But I didn't feel like putting anything in there. And this also has double turning because of how heavy this thing is. This thing's heavy. It's heavy. Alright, number 6 is a nice little roof. And yeah, that's it. That's it with this little car. Yeah. There's that. And then there's this quick little vehicle over here. But my favorite thing that I just figured out was you can go under the ground. So let's just spaz out one more time. Whoa. Oh, this is funny. There we go. And he's just perfectly fine. He's like, yeah, I made it. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, new episode coming out very soon. Very soon.